Yes, welcome to Racing Retro. Good morning wherever you are across Australia. Yesterday, of course, the Carlton Cox Plate promised so much and, well, it certainly delivered, didn't it? In a race that will long live in our minds. We've got a big show ahead of us, some very special guests on the show. Firstly, on the panel, Ron Duffy joins us. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, Graham, and three cool customers there, Northerly, Fred Kersley and Patrick Payne.
Yeah, and we'll be seeing and hearing Patrick Payne in just a moment. Joe McKinnon, I think Greg Miles said it yesterday, the Queen abdicated, but she did it in style.
Oh, she sure did, running a gallant fourth yesterday, but Northerly confirming again his status as a champion racehorse.
He really is, and I think a champion trainer too. We'll talk more on that in a moment. Hello, Richard Freeman. How you doing?
Oh, good, thank you, Graham.
It was ridden yesterday northerly by a brilliant young jockey, terrific young man too, in Patrick Payne. He is in our Melbourne studio with Keith Hillier. Keith, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Shadow. And there were 38,325 racegoers at the Valley yesterday to see the Queen abdicate and to see her throne taken immediately by Northerly. He is a great horse, Patrick, and congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Yep. So first ride on him, back from 2 weeks suspension. And you got the bacon, and he did it probably, well, his most emphatic win, wasn't it?
It was. I was a little bit concerned riding a horse that was such a difficult horse to ride in a race, like coming off a 2-week break, but he actually made my job quite easy.
Yep, it was a terrific win.
All right, let's just check out his riding performance, Patrick Payne on Northerly, the $3 million Carlton Cox Plate for 2002, and here's another fabulous call by Greg Miles.
Northerly got away quickly and immediately strides up to her outside, and he went back on Assertive Lad. Bellesprit third the inside down to the post. The Sunline does it easily. Defier is fourth. Ustinov the inside, then Grandira. Fields of Omar, followed by Lonhro and 2.5 Assertive Lad. Sunline out of the straight, and she's coasted through the first part. Bellesprit is following her. Northerly is third. 2 lengths further back, Defier. Outside Ustinov, 2 Grandira. Then Fields of Omar, followed by Lonhro, and last of all Assertive Lad. Well, it's going to script so far. Lonhro controls the early part of the Cox Plate, leads by 1.5 lengths. In second placing Northerly. On the rails, third is Bellesprit. Defier is fourth with cover. Ustinov the rail, and then Grandira. 2 lengths Fields of Omar, and Lonhro back second last with Assertive Lad. Sunline now starting to wind it up a bit. Into the back she goes. She leads by 2.5, chasing a third Cox Plate. In second placing Northerly, 2 Bellesprit. 2 further back is Defier, and then Grandira outside Ustinov. 3 lengths Fields of Omar. Lonhro gives the great mare at least 12 lengths at the 800, and Assertive Lad is last of all. Off the back at the 800 metres. It's Sunline in front now. Up the side. Can she deliver the fairy tale finish? Moonee Valley is willing her home. She leads by 2. But the Great Tigers coming after a Northerly. And they've got 3 lengths to fire. Bellesprit, Grandira asked to go. And then Fields of Omar. Followed by Ustinov, and Lonhro's giving them a long start. Sunline is the leader. The Fighting Tigers after a Northerly. He trails by a length coming around the home turn. This is going to be special. Into the straight now, and it's Sunline from Northerly, then Defier. Grandira is easing out for the run. Northerly went up to the great mare. Sunline fights back as she always does. Northerly put the head in front though. He's raced about 1.5 lengths now. Here comes Defier, Grandira, but Northerly is clear, and the Fighting Tiger Northerly does it again, beats Defier, Grandira. Fourth goes to Sunline. The Queen abdicates, but does it with class. She's followed in by Fields of Omar. Lonhro was run off his legs. Next is...
There's not a lot more I can say. You know, the horse is a great horse. He just keeps finding. The race panned out very well for him. It was turning tough a long way out, and I got a better trip than I thought, thanks to Paddy. He put him in the race. He was always doing the job, I thought. Very good ride.
Did you expect to be that close during the race to Sunline?
Yes, I did. I didn't have much idea how the race would unfold, but I had an attitude that you wouldn't want to be very far away from her. I actually wanted him to stalk her to some extent, you know, and I was very happy the way it unfolded.
It made our hearts flutter, but stalking her, it's a lovely and accurate phrase or word that you use there, Richard, because stalking her was Northerly, and the battle was brief. He really breezed past her. in the best win of a career that has now netted him $7.8 million. Patrick, your first ride on Northerly, and everything went according to plan, surely.
Yeah, I was very happy in the run. My plan was before the race to keep Sunline in my grips, but I didn't want to make it for the back markers by taking her on too soon either. And he got to the front actually quite early, and I thought I was a chance for one of the back markers to be able to beat him, but he was just so strong, and it would have taken a brilliant horse to be able to beat him on the day.
A tricky sort of horse to ride, Paddy. You mentioned a short time ago. How did you prepare for yesterday's ride?
Well, I normally keep pretty fit in my breaks, and I was suspended for a couple of weeks, but I kept pretty fit. But there's nothing like race fitness. I was a bit concerned before the race that I wasn't going to be quite fit enough, but he actually made my job a lot easier than what I expected.
Paddy got to the line after a very, very strong 2,000 metres there. He's coming back from 2,400. Can he step up to the 3,200 metres of a Melbourne Cup?
Of course. I've always thought that he was, for the last couple of years, he was an ideal Melbourne Cup horse, but we'll just have to wait and see where his plans go.
Rain Gauge raced up to Thong Classic and took the lead. Home Wrecker's got clear, and then Maguire. Rain Gauge, Thong Classic kicking back, and then Home Wrecker. Thong Classic, Rain Gauge. Thong Classic has the head in front. They drive to the line. Thong Classic wins it from Rain Gauge. He's drifted out in front of the second horse though. Third now, we've got Mr. Prudent Sandmason. Home Wrecker's up there, not sure about it. Maguire, who's just left the fence, and the run for the favourite on the inside. Coming to the turn now, and Helenas takes the lead. Wildheart tries to go with him. Victory Veins come wide. Macedon Lady is still stalking Helenas, following him everywhere. Helenas leads. Macedon Lady gets over his heels to issue a threat now. They're going to fight it out. Helenas in front. Macedon Lady, the filly's throwing out the challenge. Helenas responds. He's 3/4. Macedon Lady tries hard. Helenas sticks his head out. A good colt. Helenas beat Macedon Lady by about 3/4 of a length. 5 lengths. Wildheart might grab third from Sir Mystagic just in front from Century Kid. Oliver's pulled out on Felvalon. Phoenix Park right behind them from Bomberbill and Spinning Hill. They corner. Mystagic led narrowly from Century Kid. Felvalon. Spinning Hill eases out. She's coming now. It's on the outside. Spinning Hill trying to get to Mystagic. Felvalon the centre. Spinning Hill's winding up for Frecky. She's come from last and wins. Spinning Hill and a beauty. Great photo of the miners of the Bomberbill Mystagic. Close up as Century Kid. Felvalon had the gun run, but he couldn't finish it. The lead. Here's Weasel Will. He's starting to close after the leader. Royal Code sprinted to the front round the turn. Weasel Will going for 3 straight is coming home well. And then Chattanooga and Accelerator. Royal Code under the whip. He's holding Weasel Will. Royal Code back to Moonee Valley. Blinkers back on and wins. Royal Code first. Weasel Will I think will hold second from Accelerator and Crawl who flashed home, and then Gordo from Rosa Murata. Gentle Genius is starting to work home, and then Tickle My down the outside. Paris Heartbeat had the lead. Gentle Genius is closing on her now. Paris Heartbeat being grabbed by Gentle Genius. Charles will get this one. Gentle Genius beats Paris Heartbeat. Third, Rosa Murata, and then Paladama Tickle My, followed by Lady K. Venus. Turn. Pinchbeck in front here by a length and a half to Express Ball, hard ridden, and then Carlton Spirit, the favourite. Rasun's in a bit of bother as they corner Pinchbeck by about 2 lengths here to Express Ball. Dress Code's running on, and then Rasun who's hooked over heels. Pinchbeck the leader, 50 to go. Rasun storming home. Rasun flying at Pinchbeck. Pinchbeck just in front. And just last from Rasun, I feel. Express Ball third, and then Dress Code, followed by Burn Line, and back behind those high occupants.
I'm astounded that he won, really. He had a hemoglobin of 11, which is very, very low. And to win with that into a headwind is... it was no wonder he got a bit tired at the end.
Well, Rasa picked you up in the straight, but no wonder, because you, as you say, you took on the wind in the straight and still just held on.
Yeah, well, it was a big effort to win with a low blood count like that.